G'day everyone, so I've got a nice hipfire MP7 or VEL 46 build. These are the attachments here for it. I'm going to go through these and some of the tuning for it. So I've got the collapse stock, the hip shot, there's no tuning for any of those. Got the Schlager RVB barrel, however you say it. So for tuning, we've got recoil steadiness and damage range on that one. And then the XRK Sandstorm for recoil stabilization and gun kick control. I was also using another silencer here, the SynGuard MKV. This one here. So with this one, I was going recoil smoothness and bullet velocity. So it's up to you which one you go with. I think I like this one a bit better. If I was playing Warzone, I'd probably go with this setup. Maybe for multiplayer, you get away with that other one there. Now, we've also got the Operator foregrip. Tuning on that one is for hip recoil control and hip fire accuracy. You can also use the Pineapple foregrip as well. If you're using that, you want to go with the hip fire recoil control, hip recoil control and the hip fire accuracy as well. Now, with this grip, one thing I want to point out, if you do have a hip fire build, you want to make sure, if you do want to use some anti-recoil, or make sure you're getting some kind of anti-recoil when you're shooting from the hip, you need to make sure you come to the mod activation part of the script and change the basic anti-recoil or whatever recoil you're using to ADS and fire. That way you're actually going to get some anti-recoil when you're shooting from the hip. Now, as well as that, if you want to make sure that you're getting whatever aim assist you're using, if you want to make sure the aim assist mod that you're using is active when you're only firing from the hip as well, you need to make sure that one is also on ADS and fire, or something that's going to make it activate on fire only. Okay, so to show you what this looks like, I'll try this one first. I mean, most of the it's not that good for, you know, long range, this sort of range here. If you're shooting from the hip, it's much better here and a bit further back from that, obviously closer as well. But I'll show you this one here first. Obviously, you can aim down your sight and still use it. It's just that the ADS is a bit slow, especially for an SMG, since this is all built for firing from the hip. But anyway, so we've got this guy down the back here. There we go. Again, like I said, not great for those sorts of distances, but something like that. It's an SMG anyway. And this one again. It's still pretty decent, just, you know, not the greatest. And this guy, easy done. So for that, all you need to do, right, is just work out some anti-recoil for it. I've been using Legacy, just a small value of 12, which is what works for me. There's nothing on the horizontal, just a bit for the vertical. Now, 12 isn't going to be the same for every single person that uses this weapon, uses this script. You will need to find a value that works for, you know, whatever settings you're playing on, but it is very easy to do. You simply just keep turning up this vertical value until you find a bit of a sweet spot. I had it on 15 or 16, 15 I think it was, and it did drag down a little bit. See, like that, it wasn't, and like that, so it wasn't the best. So if that's happening to you, then just drop it a little bit. So I recommend it when you're using a hipfire build to use an anti-recoil that is just a little bit under what it needs to be. That's what I recommend. Now, for the aim assist stuff, all I use is the Kerwin AA that's right here. I have both L and R sticks, rotational size of 16 and a rotational speed of 20 with boost turned off. And that's all I'm using for any aim assist mods. So there we go. So that's everything I wanted to go through for the video. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask those down in the comments. Here's one last look at the attachments. If you want to pause it, take a screenshot, whatever you need to do. For now, I'm going to leave you with some clips of me using both of these setups. So it's pretty much the same thing except for the different muzzle on it. Enjoy the clips. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you next time. Alright, no worries. Talk to you later.